excited to have this dinner, and thank you guys for coming. We are sold out, so we appreciate it. I'm going to turn it over now to Chef John Yarborough and tell you about the first course.
All right, thanks for coming, guys. This is the first dinner we do on High Branch?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Cool, I'm excited about this one. Some good beer, some good food. First up, we have the blood orange. So I just wanted to do something kind of nice and light and refreshing to start. So we have an arugula and red bean sorrel salad. The sorrel is out of my garden at home. And the salad is tossed in our house sherry shallot vinaigrette. It's topped with grilled and chilled peaches, white and yellow, and then just some crumbled goat cheese. So nice, easy start. Enjoy.
Appreciate you guys coming out. My name's TJ. Me and my wife and I own High Branch. We're up in Concord. It's kind of a haul from here, but we have been open since 2015, and we make a lot of IPAs and kind of play around with things. We can kind of step outside the box, add fruits, different ingredients to beer. So this particular one is cream ale. Really light, has blood orange. We didn't want to make it like a real fruit forward, just kind of a little bit of essence to it and a little bit of sea salt to just kind of make it a little more crisp. But hope you guys enjoy it.
This is the McGill Avenue. Nice little hazy, kind of juicy IPA. So we did mussels for you guys, icy blue mussels, also from Prince Edward Island, which is probably what you're more used to. I think these are better. But so we did mussels in a saffron citrus sauce, lots of lemon, lime, and orange all went into this sauce. Finished with a lot of butter, and of course saffron. And then on top is some grilled bread that Kat made. We use it in-house all the time. And also a caviar lime or a finger lime. I've used this in I don't know if it was the last dinner or maybe a couple previous, but yeah, so it's just a little thing. They're from Australia. I think they're grown in California now as well. But it's just a little pod, and you take it and you squeeze it, and it's just little caviar balls full of lime juice. So yeah, they're pretty neat.
That's exciting.
Enjoy the mussels.
Like you mentioned, it's a hazy IPA. It's actually named after the street that the brewery's on. It's kind of a tribute to Trillium up in Massachusetts, because they named pretty much all their IPAs after streets, and they were kind of the originators. Well, not the originators, but one of the originators of the style. So we kind of gave them a nod and just kind of gave them a little tribute with this one.
So I did Pappardelle with this. If you've had our stroganoff in the restaurant, then you'll recognize these noodles. So egg noodle Pappardelle and kind of a roasted garlic and white wine cream sauce. There's a blend of spicy and mild Italian sausage in there that I actually took home and smoked over wine barrel chips. And then some broccoli rabe in there as well, and some caramelized apples. So it should be a good pairing with Kölsch. Enjoy.
All right. Woohoo! So we mentioned Beaut, Kölsch. It's a German style beer. It's one of the few that's kind of a hybrid. It's it's an ale yeast, but it's fermented at really cold temperatures like a lager is. But we keep it in the tank for a little bit longer. I'm sure a lot of people aren't familiar with the brewing process, but ales ferment a lot quicker than lagers do. So you almost lager it for as long as a lager, but it's brewed with an ale yeast. Not a lot you can say about Kölsch. Just a really easy drinking German style beer. That, they say drink fresh because it does degrade really quickly. But just a nice easy drinker.
Venison loin. What you're actually getting is a Denver style cut venison leg. So essentially what that is it's a venison leg that's just broken down into loin shaped pieces, which typically can be a little bit tougher. So what I did to combat that is I sous vide it in the emergent circulator for about 3 hours, which will get it kind of braised meat tender, but it's still a nice mid-rare temperature. So then we took it out of the sous vide and marked it on the char grill, had a little bit of a smoky flavor to it. Then you have a sweet corn panna cotta, which is essentially, I hate to put it like this, but a corn jello. It came out really nicely though. And then a raspberry gastrique as well. So that should pair nicely with the beer. If you've never had venison before, this is the way to eat it. Enjoy.
We added raspberry to this one. I think it's tasting pretty good at this moment. So the name for this one, a lot of people are kind of like this super weird name, but my dad is the king of obscure references. And there's a movie where there's this young kid that is genius IQ, and that's kind of like what the whole movie is. And he named one of our brewers Little Man Tate. And we all had to Google it to see what it was and what the reference was. But it just kind of stuck. So this is a series that we have that we just keep changing the fruit. So this beer is Imposter. I don't think it really fits into a style guideline at all. Basically, it's a blonde beer that we aged on counterculture coffee beans, cocoa nibs, and Madagascar vanilla beans. We buy all the vanilla beans by the pound, basically, and process them all in-house, and then add them to the beer. And our goal was to try and make something that tastes something like a stout, but looks nothing like a stout. But I hope you guys enjoy.
So we did vanilla mousse tarts, little miniature tarts. The coffee in the beer is kind of prevalent, so we made a coffee. Kat made us some coffee and chocolate with pistachio biscotti cookies that we crumbled over top of the mousse tart. The coffee kind of got lost, which works out great because it's somewhat prevalent in the beer. They should kind of mesh well together and complement each other. But that's pretty much it. Vanilla creme anglaise underneath, the vanilla mousse tart, and then the crumble biscotti over top. Enjoy.